bloody standoff at a Nairobi shopping mall, which left at least 61 civilians dead, has highlighted the issue of security at vulnerable shopping centers. Israel, which has experienced years of suicide bombings in public places, has some of the tightest security in the world at its malls, and may serve as an example to other countries facing terrorism threats. In malls the length and breadth of the country, shoppers must pass through metal detectors and allow security guards to inspect the contents of their bags, and vehicles are also inspected before they are allowed to enter parking facilities. According to Israeli parliamentarian David Sir, other countries can learn from the systems Israel has developed, although he says they might not be for everyone.
Unfortunately, I can say that our experience on terrorism, and especially on the suicide phenomenon incidents, brought us to tight very much the security on physical areas. Of course, we can't say that any country have to adopt it, but the threat assessment and the thread between the privacy, the invasion of the privacy, when you're going into these kind of places, this is something which the public in Israel is very much aware and accepted, and this is not something which I can say that can be adopted all over the world.
Israeli cities have been repeatedly targeted by Palestinian bombers, but the frequency has dropped sharply due to the country's tight security measures, Israeli officials say. Sir is quick to point out, however, that the physical protection of public spaces is not the first line of defense.
The protection of physical places or shopping malls or places which the people are crowded on is the last obstacle and the last circle on the security concept. Because the first circle is the intelligence and the interception capabilities, which is very important in order to prevent this kind of event. Unfortunately, the intelligence can't make all these events to be prevented before. So we have the second circle, which is mainly the defense, the fence, and other security forces which are patrolling. And the last circle is the concept of using private sector on protecting this kind of shopping malls and other areas.
Israeli defense officials confirmed a team of experts was dispatched to its close ally Kenya within hours of the hostage crisis unfolding at the partly Israeli-owned shopping mall, although they declined to say what types of services were being provided, but mentioned that no armed fighting units were sent. Somali Islamist militant group al-Shabaab has claimed responsibility for the attack, saying it was carried out in retaliation for Kenyan army operations in Somalia. Al-Shabaab seeks to implement a Sharia state in Somalia, but is being fought by African Union forces composed of mainly Kenyan and Ugandan troops. The hostage crisis in the Nairobi Mall was the worst terrorist attack in Kenya since the 1998 U.S. Embassy bombing, which left more than 220 people dead.